I was dropped a night to go for my legalization, so I lost all my original documents. Everything was gone.
Oh my
So so all the process, I had to start again. I had to start all over again. Like my passport, everything was gone. So I wrote. So I'm sharing this information in case we have anyone that lost their document. I
God.
feel that that's the end of the road. But I wrote to the embassy to request what are the things I needed to do, that this and this happened, and they were like, okay, they know these things happened, that they apologize for it. Like, we are sorry for your experience, but we know it happens.
Hi guys. Okay, so today we have a guest with us, and he's going to go on and introduce himself. Please do
Okay.
introduce yourself.
Okay. Hello, guys. My name is Ayobami Ogundairo. I'm a Nigerian, studied in Italy, University of Salento, Lecce. I'm studying masters in management engineering, and with focus on business innovation and management. Yeah, I
Yeah.
came into Italy in 2021
Okay.
under the Unisalento for Talents program. So it's a
Okay.
scholarship program that gives me free accommodation, free tuition, and free language class. So,
Okay.
and my experience in Italy has been nice. I can
Okay.
say.
Okay. We're going to talk more. We're going to get into
Okay.
details about that. Okay,
Okay.
but then I want to ask, what informed your decision to kind of like choose Italy for your studies?
Okay. Actually, it was all about opportunities that came on board at that time when I was in
Okay.
Nigeria, because I
Mhm.
wanted to study abroad and I really wanted management engineering. So I was just looking for opportunities around management engineering.
Okay.
So, and a friend of mine in Europe actually gave me this opportunity, referred me to this opportunity. And I didn't want to take some of these standard test exams, because I knew that, okay, these tests actually, they expire in a few years.
Mhm.
And so it's more like, so I was just looking for a school that would accept my language proficiency in English,
Mhm.
because since English is the official language of Nigeria, this is also what I was looking for. So,
Okay.
and my friend sent me this particular link that, okay, there's a school in Italy, and I was like, okay, let's try it out. So I tried it out, and I'm here.
Here you are. And here
Yeah,
you are.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it was just based on your friend. Initially you didn't know anything about the university.
No, I didn't know anything about the university. I didn't know anything about. I really didn't know much about Italy. I had a friend,
Okay.
a childhood friend, that I
Okay.
heard that he was in Italy. So I didn't
Mhm.
really have prior information about Italy until the call. So it was after the call I started surfing the internet about Italy,
Okay.
because okay, I did searched for before Italy. I applied for one particular scholarship, MEXT scholarship, but I
Mhm.
didn't get in. So that's why.
Okay. Okay. So do you care to share a little bit of your background? Because if you're pursuing masters in management engineering, what background, like for your degree, um, do you
Okay,
care
okay.
to share?
Yeah, I what's it called? I studied mechanical engineering in
Okay.
my bachelor's at the Federal
Mhm.
University of Technology, Akure, FUTA. So
Okay.
it's one of the best universities in Nigeria. So
Nigeria.
I know
Okay.
some people want to argue, but then let me flaunt my school.
Okay, planted.
So yeah,
Okay.
I studied mechanical engineering as background, and I've had after school, during my service, I've had experiences in building construction. That's business services. That is
Okay.
HVAC designs and the MEP designs generally,
Okay.
mechanical, electrical, and plumbing designs back home.
That's good to know. Okay, so your friend, he has given you the information. Now tell us a bit about the process, because like you applying, it's now your job, it's your
Yeah,
time. You just had to apply and all of that. So tell us a bit about your process, the application process, and
okay.
you're coming to Italy.
Okay, about the application process, I can say to a certain extent it was very seamless, very easy,
Mhm.
because I can say it was something I could have finished within a day because I had all the documents that were needed already.
Wow.
Like my motivation letter was already on my PC. My reference letters were available.
Mhm.
Academic CV, there was a template already on the website, so I just edited it. And or the only thing that delayed me was just the video CV because we were told to have to record ourselves and talk about ourselves in 1 minute. So I think that was what delayed me, and to extend further to 2 days or 3 days before I made the final submission. So the application was very easy. And so after the application,
Mhm.
they would release a ranking on the school. They released a ranking on the school website.
Okay.
So it was from this ranking I knew how my academic results as done. Like so, and the process was very transparent, so you could track and understand how they got the grades that were given.
Okay.
So and after that, successful successful
Applicant.
students were reached out to, applicants were reached out to,
Okay.
and via email for invited for an interview. So then in 2021, it was just that okay, anybody that made it to the interview stage, all we get tuition waiver. But I think
Okay.
they've changed that now.
Now. Okay.
So but then at that time it was just for us to get the interview. After the interview, I passed again and I was shortlisted. So I was part of the the ranking. They rank everyone, and I think they chose three to five for each department because there were different departments in English then.
Okay.
So for management engineering, I was part of those that were shortlisted.
Satisfied. Okay.
So from there then to the visa application process.
Okay, okay, okay. So tell us about the visa application process. How was it for you? I don't know, did you go for DOV or you went for senior statesmen? And then, like, how was the entire process?
Okay, I went for DOV, that's Declaration of Value.
Okay.
So currently in my country, Nigeria, so I will just be specific to what I faced. You understand? So
Okay.
so the first stage of the visa application process is always to get your authentication done. That's
Mhm.
authentication of your document first at Ministry of Education, then Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Mhm.
After this authentication is done, translation of documents,
Okay.
because it is the translated document and the authenticated document that will be taken for legalization, where you will be
Okay.
getting the DOV. So after doing all those things, I did after the authentication process, I translated my document, and from there I booked an appointment for legalization by sending an email to the to the Italian embassy in Lagos, Nigeria,
Lagos.
and I got a particular date. So although something happened and I was robbed a night to go for my legalization, so I lost all my original documents. Everything was gone.
Oh my
So so all the process, I had to start again. I had to start all over again. Like my passport, everything was gone. So I wrote. So I'm sharing this information in case we have anyone that lost their document and
God.
feel that that's the end of the road. But no,
Hmm.
you have to keep trying again and going back. So I wrote to the embassy to request what are the things I needed to do, that this and this happened, and they were like, okay, they know these things happened, that they apologize for it. Like, we are sorry for your experience, but we know it happens. So just get us soft copy, authenticated soft copy from your school, issued from all the institutions that issued this document for you. You understand? So I had to go back. Then, luckily for me, I have the soft copy of of my document. And I'll say I'm very proud of my school,
Okay.
FUTA, Federal University of Technology, Accra. So, because I just sent a mail to my school registrar and with the soft copy of the document I had, and I attached the police report and every other necessary affidavits just to, and they issued some of these documents for me, stamped and signed on. So these were stuff that I had to go back to school to pick up. And I got to authentication again to authenticate my document. I was informed that I can't authenticate without O level result. So I went to WAEC office. WAEC office, oh my goodness, you can't get it, you can't get this particular document. So it was really like WAEC office actually gave me a tough time. But then I was able to eventually, I was told that okay, I could use in Abuja in at the Ministry of Education, I was told I could use any O level student, any O level result. So
Okay.
luckily for me, I've not yet collected my NECO, which is National Examination Council. Like it's in the Nigerian, excuse me, it's a Nigerian certificate, not the West African certificate.
Oh,
So
okay.
I haven't collected it in from my school, my secondary school.
Okay.
Then,
Hmm.
so I went to my secondary school and I picked it up and I used that instead of the YX. So my document was authenticated. Then boom, I went back to the embassy. Okay, I wrote back to the embassy on the mail trail that I wrote before that. Okay,
Hmm.
I've gotten all my documents. I'm ready for legalization. They gave me a
Right.
closer date. They gave me a closer date.
Hmm.
So from there, I went and I did it.
But okay.
I did the
Okay.
legalization and I submitted. So although for master's education for master's degree,
Hmm.
WAEC is not compulsory. So what I just
Okay.
did, since I didn't have it, I didn't use it.
You didn't
So
use
I
it.
just legalized the document I had on me, and I submitted I think on the Wednesday, and on Friday I went to pick up the DOV and my document. Then after
Okay.
that, immediately I submitted my legalization,
Hmm.
my document for legalization, because you have to submit, then go back to pick up. So immediately
Okay.
I submitted, immediately I booked for my TLS application, visa application at TLS. In
Hmm.
Nigeria, we use TLS.
TLS. Okay. Not VFS.
No, no, no. We
Okay.
use
Okay.
TLS at that time.
Oh,
So
okay. At that time. Okay.
at that time, we use
Okay.
TLS on that. But up to now, up till 2023, we are still using TLS.
TLS. Okay.
So I booked an appointment for a visa application appointment for the
Hmm.
following week, and I went for my okay. When I picked up the DOV, I prepared some other documents, arranged my document, then I wrote something called letter of intent just to explain what I have. I wrote about I my sponsors drafted a letter. I used my dad and my uncle as my sponsors, so they gave me the letters and I attached it and I went for the submission. You know, the
Okay.
funny thing, I got my visa the following day.
What?
Like, yeah, I applied at 11 and I got it the following day, very early. So it was almost less than 24 hours. My visa dropped. So
What?
yeah, my journey is more like in Nigerian terms a miracle.
A miracle. No, in a
Yeah.
Nigerian time. So this is a
So
miracle.
yeah,
Wow.
so I just tell people when you're down or when you know what it means to lose all your documents, like
Documents. Hmm.
everything, like when it's just a let me say, not even, it's just a day to go. Like it was just like my world was crashing around. You
Yeah,
understand? And it
that's
took me
true.
3 days before I could get
Get
back.
everything. Hmm.
Yeah, like get back to motivate myself. I
Mhm.
thank God for my dad, he was really supportive, and
Mhm.
a couple of friends I had. You
Okay.
understand? So I was supported. So it was then I got the zeal and the drive, the passion to push hard.
Oh,
You
okay.
understand? You know,
Okay.
I come from someone that has actually resigned and all, so it was really,
Mm.
really tough time. But then
Oh, okay.
we are
Okay.
here.
That's true. That's true. So sorry about, that experience.
Thank
Like,
you. I'm over it now because I've even gotten those documents back. Because
oh,
yes, I saw them again. Apparently the people that stole it dumped it somewhere, so it was found for me in another state. So it was after I
wow.
was there, I got to, like, the person just reached out to me. Someone just reached out to me that, okay, blah 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 blah. We found this document, and on my document I always write, I have a small inscription of my address and my phone number. So there's always something like, if found, please call this. So I have it almost on all my stuffs, even my wallet. You find it inside my wallet and all that. So that's what I do.
Wow.
So when
Okay.
people find stuffs like my stuffs, they tend to
They're
call
able
me
to.
to.
Mhm. Okay. 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 So I want to ask, what documents did you submit for the DOV? And then also, where did you authenticate, in Nigeria? Which
Okay.
authorities?
Oh, okay, okay. For that, I have my birth certificate, O level results, as
Okay.
I said, usually WAEC,
Mm-hmm.
and my university certificate, my degree certificate,
Mm-hmm.
my what else? Transcripts,
Transcript. Okay.
essential.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's all the document. And
Wow.
okay, I think that's all. That was what I submitted at Ministry of Education. So after
Okay.
Ministry of Education submission, you go to Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So after that, then for DOV, I attached my letter of proficiency in English language.
Okay.
What other document? But don't worry, I'll send you a list of these things
So
because
that I
these
look
are
on the
off my
screen.
head.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So
Yeah.
probably
On
you
the
can add it to the
screen.
description
Okay.
later.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. 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 So did you pay anything at the Ministry of Education and also at the Foreign Affairs? Did you pay
Yes,
any
yes,
amount?
yes. Obviously, we pay some fees, but
Hmm.
I really can't remember now.
Now, okay. Okay. So you
And
pay.
so these fees also change.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
and it depends on the route you take. If you go directly yourself, you won't pay much. But if
Okay.
you go through, some people go through agents,
Agents.
and
Okay.
but then paying through directly yourself is very, like, the amount is not something to worry about.
About.
You
Okay.
understand?
Okay.
So it's, I think, around 1,000 plus or something, or 2,000 naira in naira.
Naira. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's
Okay.
kind of affordable.
Ah,
And
okay.
for the visa application
Visa.
process,
Mhm.
okay, for legalization, sorry, legalization works such that there is something you print out from your dashboard, from University dashboard, that's
Mhm.
called pre-enrollment. So if you
Okay.
go with that form, pre-enrollment, they will take all your documents as, let's say, one.
Mhm.
So the amount you will pay will be less. I don't know how
Okay.
much it is now, but
Okay.
then I think I paid about 16,000 naira, 800, probably
Oh, okay.
17,000 approximately.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you have an affidavit, they will charge something else for that, and the amount.
Oh,
You know.
okay. Okay.
So the way they do it is, your education educational documents, they charge a particular fee. You understand? But if
Is
you
that
have, yeah, go on.
okay? Where? At the embassy for the
The
legalization.
embassy, yes.
Okay.
At the
Okay.
embassy. At the
Okay.
embassy for legalization.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
If you have your pre-enrollment with you.
Okay.
So
Okay.
all the documents that your school requests for will be on the pre-enrollment summary.
Okay.
So all those documents, they have a fixed amount for them, which
Okay.
is, I don't know how much it
It
is now because
depends. Yeah. Yeah.
exchange rate.
Mm-hmm.
And for if you have affidavits,
Mm-hmm.
probably change of name, you have change of name affidavit, or you have any affidavit
Any
whatsoever.
affidavit. Okay.
Yeah, they will charge you on each of those affidavits. Usually, the price or the cost of those affidavits is usually much more than the whole educational documents that you submit that you pay for.
Wow.
You understand?
Wow.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that time the whole educational document cost about 16,000, or let's say approximately 17,000.
Okay.
But then the one affidavit will cost you about 21,000 naira. So
And
the
I
difference
okay.
of about 5,000 or something. But I don't know how much it is now
The
because
problem.
exchange rate and all.
Rates and all of
And
that.
another advice is just when you're going to the embassy, have enough cash on you.
Oh,
Because when
okay.
you go in, they won't allow you to go out. Like you might not know the exact amount they won't allow you, sorry, they won't allow you to go out to withdraw and return again that same day. So once you are out, you are out.
Wow.
You understand? So
Okay.
once you're out, you're out, you're done for the day.
Okay.
So to get
Mm.
in, to go in again, to return into the embassy, you have to book another appointment.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
You understand now?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's always advisable to go in with enough cash.
Okay.
So because it is when you get in, they will tell you that okay, this is how much you're going to pay.
Uh-huh.
You get, so
Yeah.
another advice is stay connected with probably a community of students that
Mm-hmm.
are
Mm-hmm.
already
Mm-hmm.
in the system, probably. So
Yeah.
by then you get to learn how much exactly what to prepare for. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 So now you got the visa. I don't know. Did you while submitting or applying for the visa, did you had to show that maybe you had accommodation in Italy, reserved, flights? What were some of the things that were requested?
Okay, yeah. Accommodation is very essential in Italy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You have to have a place you want to stay.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes, usually, it's more advisable to get a permanent residency.
Oh.
Permanent residency in the sense of, okay, it is for a couple of probably years. You have an outside contract of a year.
Uh-huh.
You understand? But due to the situation of things, most students are not yet in Italy. So it's usually kind of difficult to get that kind of house contract.
Uh-huh.
All because you have to pay before you have to pay for the rent before you can get the house contract.
Mm-hmm.
And since we are in a world of fraudulent people, so you also have to be careful.
Careful.
And also, usually, what we advise students now is try to get a temporary accommodation, probably of 30 days,
Mm-hmm.
an hotel, Airbnb, or what have you.
Okay. Okay.
Then print and write it in the let's say letter of intent that you got this temporary accommodation such that when you arrive, upon your arrival, you'll be able to find a
Mm-hmm.
convenient and a permanent accommodation, because most house owners will not,
Give
most
you.
of them just give you house,
Yeah.
because they also are staying on the safe side, because you
Mm-hmm.
might eventually not turn up.
Yeah.
Because if
That's
visa
true.
does not comes on up, you might not come around. So it's kind of a bit difficult, except for
Difficult.
some of us that have, let's say, scholarship. I got a scholarship, so I had accommodation already.
Accommodation.
So
Okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
just got the letter and also. And
Okay.
another key thing is POF, proof of funds. So you
Mm-hmm.
have to have proof of funds to show that you can sponsor yourself,
Yeah.
like that you will not become a liability on the
The government.
government or the people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. So, you mentioned that it was your dad and then your uncle. They were the
yeah,
ones that sponsored you.
yes,
Oh,
including the scholarship that I got.
oh,
I
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
That's okay because in Ghana currently, um, you can only sponsor yourself or that of your parents. Okay, so it's good to
Oh,
know that at least in Nigeria, even an uncle can sponsor you.
yeah, an uncle can sponsor you, but the uncle has to, you have to show proof of relationship,
Ties.
family
Okay.
ties.
Okay. Okay.
Because
Okay.
yeah, so it's always advisable, anybody that will sponsor you, you should share the same surname.
Oh, okay.
You
Okay.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
Although the most important person to sponsor you should be your immediate family. That's
Mm-hmm.
your parents.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? They should be your
Okay.
sponsor. But you know,
Okay.
sometimes some people are actually sponsored by their family members,
Yeah. Yeah.
like uncles or
Aunties.
siblings.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Siblings.
and
Yeah.
so and some even go to the extent of let's say in-laws.
Oh, okay.
You
Mm-hmm.
understand? But the fact is, just be the embassy just want to be rest assured that the person you are declaring would sponsor would
Sponsor you.
actually sponsor.
Sponsor you.
You understand? We know we know for you to say someone will sponsor you with probably about 3,000, 4,000 euros. Come on. So you can't just say that, okay, my boss is sponsoring me. Bro, how come? How valuable are you for your boss to sponsor you? You understand?
Okay.
So the only
That's
person that
true.
will do that is actually someone you share family what's it called?
Ties
Family
with.
trait with, family
Mm-hmm.
connections. You
Yeah.
understand? So that's why it's
Okay.
always advisable. Although
Okay.
you should have some funds in your account anyway, but then if it's your parents and they can show means of sustainable income also, because you cannot just put, they might have the exact money in their account, but then
Mm-hmm.
it's sustainable.
Yeah, that's true. That's
So,
actually true.
so they want to see like what's it called, probably the income statement of whoever is going to sponsor you,
Sponsor
to
you.
see,
Mm-hmm.
okay, to check the trends.
Okay.
So you can imagine someone having, starting with, let's say, the start balance is about $100. Then the end balance in 6 months is about $10,000. How come? So these are things that, like, these are things based on my own personal experience anyway.
Experience. Yeah.
So these are things I see. If you see anyone that gets pre-rejection notice, so the way the embassy also does it is they send pre-rejection sometimes
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
you to clarify and convince them more.
No.
You
Okay.
understand on this. So sometimes they will tell you, okay, it is for this person could be accommodation, another
Mm-hmm.
person could be financial.
Yeah.
So just to be able to prove, yeah.
Prove that. Okay. Okay. Okay.